Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to this channel. This is me Arya Wahid. You are on the channel of Medicare. So in this lecture we are going to start about the acquired or adaptive immunity. So in the previous video we have discussed about the active immunity. We have discussed what are it. We have discussed about the native immunity and its types and other things. So now we are going to start the other type of immunity, which is the acquired, can also be called as adaptive. So what it is, let's discuss it. So it is the uh, immunity which develops after the microbial infection in the host. So अगर कोई इम्यूनिटी आपकी इन्फेक्शन के बाद डिवेल्प हो रही है तो हम उसको एक्वायर्ड और एडेप्टिव कहते हैं. What are the components of it? So for the first component is lymphocyte cell, lymphocyte B cell and T cell. Lymphocyte B cells produce in bone marrow, lymphocyte T cells produce also in the bone marrow, but they mature in thymus. B cells produce the antibodies that kill the pyrogens, and while the T cell attack the infected cell or kill it. So, what are the antigens? Let's discuss it. So, antigens are the molecules that activate your immune system, mean that activate the production of antibodies. So, they are protein or polysaccharide in nature. While antibodies, they can also be called as immunoglobulins. They are protein in nature and they are produced by the B cells of lymphocytes, bind to antigen and kill it. So here these three are the components of your adaptive immunity. So let's discuss the importance of adaptive immunity. So here I have given the importance of adaptive immunity, which is the long lasting. It has very long effect. It's used in the vaccination. We use this immunity on the re-exposure to the same antigen. The memory cells are present already in your body. They will kill that antigen or microbe. They are used to treat the cancer, autoimmune disorder, or immune deficiency syndromes which can occur into your body. So let's discuss about how the adaptive immunity is acting. So what is the mechanism of it? So first mechanism step is the antigen representing cells. So these are the cells like if I give the examples to you, so these are the dendritic cells, macrophages. So actually they will capture the antigen and some part of antigen they will deposit on themselves. They recognize that this antigen is not belongs to your body, it is some foreign particle and it need to be killed out. So after the recognition they cause the activation of T cells. So T lymphocyte cells bind to your antigens, increase the inflammatory cells. What are anti-inflammatory cells? They will increase the production of leukotrienes, they will increase the production of eosinophils, neutrophils, basophils. So these cells will begin to migrate at that side. Then there will be the activation of B cells, B lymphocyte cell. They will produce plasma cell, and as a result antibodies will produce out against the specific antigen. So that thing is very important, that every antibody is specific to any antigen. Not every antigen has same antibodies. So a specific antigen has a specific antibody which produced by in our body. And after the treatment there is a formation of memory cells which keep in your body. On the re-exposure to the same antigen, these memory cells will activate it out and they will kill these antigen. So what are the types of adaptive immunity? So it consists of four types. So the first type is the active immunity, passive immunity, humoral immunity, and the cell mediated immunity. So all are them the types of it. Okay, so let's discuss the active immunity, again divided into natural or artificial, and it also divided into further types. So active immunity, when the body immune system stimulate to produce the immune response. So it is when any kind of antigen enters, immune system is stimulate out, and it is long lasting. Let's discuss the type of a natural or active immunity. So natural active immunity means you are naturally exposed to any pathogen. So like recovery from the chicken pox. So chicken pox will virus will enter into your body and you will infected from it. Your immune system will activate, and after the whole mechanism which I will explain to you further, then your body will produce the immunity against it, and you will cover up or you will recover from this disease. So this is called as naturally you have treated yourself from a disease. Artificial active immunity means you have to administer some dead or weak pathogens into your body. So this is done by a vaccine. So vaccine consists of dead microorganism. We enter it, our body produce the immune cells against it and protect us from that disease. So next type of immunity is the passive immunity. So in this immunity you will transfer antibodies, artificially produce antibody from one individual to the other. So it gives a very immediate or emergency response but not temporary. Like the active immunity, it is the long lasting, but a passive immunity is not for the long time. It's have two types. For the first is the natural passive immunity. It transfer of the antibody naturally. So naturally किसी एक इंडिविजुअल से दूसरे इंडिविजुअल में एंटीबॉडीज ट्रांसफ़र कर रहे हैं, तो इसको हम ये कहेंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल फ्रॉम द मदर टू fetus, the during the pregnancy or breastfeed, this antibody is exchanged. So naturally this process is occurring. हाउ द आर्टिफिशियल इट अकरिंग. आर्टिफिशली अगर हम इसको ट्रांसफ़र करते हैं, लाइक वी गिव रेबीज इम्यूनोग्लोबुलेंस, मीन रेबीन के एंटीबॉडीज़ आफ्टर द एक्सपोजर टू द रेबीज़ वायरस. सो इसको हम कहेंगे आर्टिफिशियल पैसिव इम्यूनिटी. इसी तरह जब व्हेन वी गिव द पेशेंट स्नेक विनोम्स, सो दे आर आल्सो यूज टू ट्रीट द स्नेक बाइट. जब भी स्नेक आपको बाइट करता है तो उसी स्नेक के जहर को ख़त्म करने के लिए एक और जहर ही आपकी बॉडी में दिया जाता है. तो उसको हम, वो भी इसी आर्टिफिशियल पैसिव इम्यूनिटी की टाइप में आ जाता है. नेक्स्ट टाइप को हम डिस्कस करते हैं अब. So the next type is humoral immunity. So immunity in which beta cells produce the antibody against the specific antigen. So in the cell mediated immunity, your T cell will activate it out and kill or attack the particular abnormal or infected cell. So there are some types of T cells, like I have given them. First is cytotoxic seed cell. This is also called CD8 cells. So they are they kill the cancerous cells. So when you have the AIDS, okay, so the AIDS virus is affecting this T cell. It will decrease the synthesis of this T cell. As a result, make you very weak. There are some helper T cells which stimulate this cell activity. So they are helping them. So therefore we call them their name as the helper T cell, because they are helping cytotoxic T cells. Some are regulatory cells. They control the excessive inflammation. कि जब भी कोई चीज़ एक ज़्यादा हद से ज़्यादा बढ़ गई है, यानी टी सेल्स बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गए हैं और इन्फ्लेमेशन बहुत ज़्यादा हो रही है, तो वो उस चीज़ को रेगुलेट करते हैं और इस चीज़ को कम करते हैं. सम आर मेमोरी टी सेल्स. दे आर स्टोरिंग द मेमोरी, कि पहले ये मेमोरी ये रखेंगे कि पहले भी ये एंटीजन आ चुका है, तो अगर आ चुका है तो उसके खिलाफ एंटीबॉडीज़ या ये टी सेल्स पड़े हुए होंगे. जैसे ही वो एंटीजन आएगा, ये मेमोरीज टी सेल्स उनको डिस्ट्रॉय कर देंगे. लेकिन अगर कोई एंटीजन फर्स्ट टाइम आ रहा है तो उसके लिए फ़र्स्ट टाइम मेमोरी सेल्स बनेंगे. जैसे कि न्यू बॉर्न बेबी में जब भी कोई डिज़ीज़ होती है फर्स्ट टाइम, तो उसकी बॉडी के अंदर मेमोरी टी सेल्स बन रहे होते हैं, जो कि बनने देने चाहिए, ताकि आगे जब उस बेबी को ये वाली डिज़ीज़ हो तो वो सेफ़ रहे और उसके मेमोरी टी सेल्स उसी एंटीजन को मार सके. सो ये था आज का हमारा लेक्चर, जिसमें हम लोगों ने इम्यूनिटी का ये चैप्टर कवर किया है. नेक्स्ट चैप्टर में हम लोग अपने इम्यून सिस्टम यानी एंटीजन और एंटीबॉडीज़ के ऊपर फुल और डिटेल देखेंगे. सो आई होप कि आप लोगों को आज का ये लेक्चर अच्छा लगा होगा. अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी है तो प्लीज़ मेरी वीडियो को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, और इस जैसे वीडियोस देखने के लिए मेरे चैनल के साथ जुड़े रहिए. अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखिएगा. मिलेंगे अगली वीडियो में. अल्लाह हाफिज़.